All right, so it seems like you're thinking about heading to Ulaanbaatar,
Oh, wow.
Mongolia, huh? That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're going to love it. And to help you out on your adventure, we're going to deep dive into 5 places you absolutely can't miss when you're there. We dug up this awesome list, and we're not just going to stick to the surface. We're going deep, like way deep, uncovering all those hidden gems and stories that'll make your trip truly special.
Sounds like fun. I think Ulaanbaatar is such an interesting city. It's a blend of old and new, ancient traditions bumping right up against modern life.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what makes it so fascinating, right? So let's kick things off with the first spot on our list, Genghis Khan Square.
Yeah.
Now, I got to ask, when you think of Genghis Khan Square, what comes to mind? I'm picturing more than just a statue.
Oh, definitely. You've got to picture this massive square, like really huge. And then in the middle of it all, this colossal statue of Genghis Khan himself on horseback. It's pretty awe-inspiring. It's not just the size, though. It's the feeling you get being there. You're surrounded by history, you know? And it's a powerful symbol of Mongolian pride, a pride that's still very much alive today.
Wow, I can only imagine. You're standing there surrounded by all that history. You can practically feel the spirit of the Mongol Empire right there in the square. And speaking of history, let's talk about the National Museum of Mongolia. What kind of historical treasures are hiding in there?
Oh, tons. There are so many amazing things to see in that museum. It's like taking a journey through time. You'll see ancient artifacts, incredible artwork, traditional clothing and weapons, everything. You can't miss the 13th century silk tapestry they have there. It depicts the Mongol court, and it's just incredible. The detail is so intricate, you can almost hear the whispers of the Khans as you look at it.
A 13th century tapestry. That's amazing. It's like
Right.
a window into another world. I love that kind of stuff. So you're saying this museum is a must-see for anyone who wants to get a real feel for Mongolia's past.
Absolutely. It's the perfect place to start your exploration of the country. Ground yourself in the history before you head out to all the other amazing sites.
All right, I'm sold on the museum. So we've explored history. Now let's move on to something a little more spiritual. Gandan Monastery. What makes this place so special?
Gandan Monastery is a living, breathing, spiritual center. It's not just a historical site. You'll see monks going about their daily routines, chanting, meditating, creating this incredible atmosphere of peace and energy.
Wow, so it's not just a tourist attraction, it's an active monastery.
Exactly. You might even have the chance to witness the Sam dance. Have you ever heard of it?
The Sam dance?
No.
Tell me more.
It's this vibrant, masked dance performed by the monks. They believe it dispels negative energies. It's a pretty captivating experience, and it gives you a glimpse into Tibetan Buddhism as it's practiced in Mongolia.
Oh, wow. That sounds incredible.
And
I've always been fascinated by Tibetan Buddhism, the rituals, the symbolism. It's amazing to think you can witness that firsthand in Ulaanbaatar.
you really can. It's a unique opportunity to connect with a spiritual tradition that's such a big part of Mongolian life.
Okay, so we've got history, we've got spirituality. What about some stunning views? What's the story behind Zaisan Memorial?
Zaisan offers an absolutely breathtaking panorama of Ulaanbaatar. But it's not just about the view. When you climb to the top, you're walking through a timeline of Mongolian and Soviet history. There are these amazing murals that line the stairway depicting different historical events.
Oh, cool. So you're learning while you climb.
Yeah, and the memorial itself is a Soviet-era monument, which tells another story.
Yeah.
About the relationship between Mongolia and the Soviet Union. And then when you finally reach the top, that panoramic view, it's just stunning. You can see the whole city nestled between mountains and steppes. It's a pretty unforgettable experience.
So it's more than just a pretty view. It's a history lesson and a visual spectacle all rolled into one. I love it. All right, we're down to our last must-see spot, the Bogd Khan Palace Museum. What makes this place so special?
Well, this is your chance to step back in time and see how Mongolian royalty lived. The palace itself is beautifully preserved. It's a real testament to the artistry and craftsmanship of the time.
So what can we expect to see inside?
You'll find intricate artwork, religious artifacts, beautiful furnishings, even the Bogd Khan's personal throne adorned with all these symbolic carvings. It's quite a sight. And here's something you might not expect. There's a gur inside the palace.
Wait a minute, a gur inside a palace?
Yeah, a gur, a traditional Mongolian dwelling. It shows the emperor's connection to his nomadic heritage. It's fascinating.
Man, it's fascinating. So we've got towering monuments, bustling squares, serene monasteries, and even a palace fit for a king, all in Ulaanbaatar. Sounds like an incredible city with so much to offer. But here's a question for you. As you plan your trip to Ulaanbaatar, think about this. Beyond these iconic landmarks, what other hidden gems are out there waiting to be discovered?
Yeah.
What about the bustling markets, the quiet neighborhoods, the little-known museums and art galleries? What unexpected adventures await you in the heart of Mongolia?
Yeah, I think that's a great point. There's always something new to discover.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So go explore, find those hidden gems, and have an amazing time in Ulaanbaatar.
Have a great trip.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Ulaanbaatar. We'll see you next time.
Bye.